I'm Coach Wilson Ford here with South River Seahawks, and we're going to teach you how to line the field today. First thing we'll start off is driving a nail in the back of the plate. Now we're going to pull a string line from the back of the plate all the way out to the flag pole, your foul ball pole. And then what we'll do is line everything up straight. We'll draw a paint line, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. You want to make sure that it's perfectly straight right down the edge of your baseline. As you can see, the rope is right on the edge of the baseline. Nice straight line right out to your flagpole. Now we have our line set. What we'll do first is we'll paint the box, straight line out for our foul line, then we'll come back in and we'll chalk. Okay, we're going to flip that paint opener open, shake it, get a good shake on it. That way it'll come out smooth. Pop it. It's got an end right here that we just stick down into the machine. We'll stick it down. It'll hold on there. There's a little hole down in the machine. There you go. You see that hole? The paint just drops right in that. Flip that back over. Now it's held in. Now, you want to line it up. Get your line on your machine to make sure that you're on the inside of your foul line, the inside of your rope. You don't want to go in the middle of the rope. You don't want to go on the outside of the rope. You want to make sure that you're on the inside of the rope to get a nice line right down the edge of the rope. Runs out of paint. Flip it to the side, reshake. Reinstall a new paint can. Always making sure that you stay on the inside of the line. Get to the end. Pop your can off, finish it right to the pole. Now you have a nice straight line. For now, that's done. Now we're going to go back and chalk. Okay, next part we're going to start the chalk. And beginning at the chalk, we're going to put down our platform. Now the biggest secret to this whole thing here is making sure that your batter's box is square to the mound. You don't want to set a box and it be out like this, and when you chalk it, now this box is pointed out here towards second base, vice versa. So you definitely want to get back, square it up, and look at it to make sure that we are square to the pitcher's mound. And And as you see, we got to adjust again. Okay, come back, take a look, making sure that you're nice and square. All right, the next step we do will be to take and drag the inside of the box. We're just going to make a light mark. Screwdriver works fine. I use the claw of the hammer. When I have help, he'll use a screwdriver. All this is doing is showing you where you're going to chalk. Now this side is ready. We'll hook up on it. We'll come back here and flip the other side over and leave that there for now. That's all done. Now we'll get our chalk machine. We'll line our box with the chalk, and then we'll go right down and do our string line.
Good.
Okay, so we have our machine here that's going to put our lines down. First thing we do is fill it up with chalk, which is lime. We get that from our container. We fill it up, put it in there. Now it's ready to go. It has a set of lines on it. If we look here close, right here on the inside, where it comes in and out like this. Now we're going to just set our line so that we're on the inside of it. We flip that open. And as we move forward, the chalk will start coming out. You want to stay on the inside line right here. That's going to be the outside line of our chalk line. Okay, now I just pick up on it and move to my next straight line. Now this is the opposite side, so we'll line up the opposite corner of our gauge and stay on our outside line with that gauge. And you can see the line that you drew in the ground, and that's how you know how you're staying straight. I can still see my line inside here, and that's the part that I'm trying to keep right on that line so it stays on the inside. All right, then I pop up and do the same exact thing. Now I already have two lines, so I try not to get my lines with the tire marks best I can. So I line up this gauge, again, the gauge to the line, and I just go straight. I'll pop back up. Now, same exact thing, same situation. This time, you're lining up the opposite side, and you're just going to hit that straight line again. And then that's it for the batter's box. Our next step was to go ahead and roll the machine over, get it on our straight line that we have that's extending from home plate right through first base to the outfield. Now, as we go down this line, we're going to stay on the inside of the rope. So that guide is going to be right on the rope, and we're going to stay right on the inside of that rope. You do not want to get on the outside. Always keep your line, your foul line, on the inside of this rope. Okay, big part of this, a lot of coaches will want to just ride right over top of the plate. We do not do that. We'll go ahead and take the plate off, pull it out, set it to the side, and continue your straight line. And we should end up right in our paint line, right up to the grass. Now we just turn it off. That blocks any of it from moving. We just roll right out to the outfield. And now it's done, ready to go. Okay, so after we've lined our side, now we'll go ahead and put the base back in. It should line up right on the outside of that paint line. And now we have a complete straight line. And this side is ready to play. We'll untie the rope, roll it up, and then head over to do the next side. Okay, now we're going to start the second part of the field, left field. We're going to set our batter's box here. I always say go back, take a good step back so that you can see that you're going to be square when the batter's box is made. So I'll step back here. I'll look at it. It's off a little bit. I'll tweak it. And then I'll go out to the pitcher's mound and take a look. What you're trying to see here is that it's square with both boxes. That it looks good right from the pitcher's mound right down. Step back, take a look at it. And now you can see how that other box is not in line now. So now we got to move that front back over a little bit. Yep. Okay, now that looks pretty square. So now we're going to go back and we're going to take our screwdriver, hammer, go around the inside of the box and prepare for the line. Okay, now we're just going to pretend like the game is already over. And at the end of each practice, each game, we need to have the kids come out and re-rake the batter's boxes so that we don't leave holes. Because what's going to happen is if we have a thunderstorm, the water will end up sitting in that hole, and now it's too muddy to get in and play the next day. If we go ahead and take 5 minutes to re-rake the batter's box, we'll fill it all in, tamp it down with our foot, then take the back of the rake and tamp it down. Boom, 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 both sides. Just fill in any holes, turn around, rake it back down. Then go out to the pitcher's mound, same exact scenario. We don't want to leave holes on the field so rain can get on it. So, go out to the pitcher's mound. Game's over. Have the kids rake, fill it back in. You know, it'll be all nice and loose. And then the same thing. Boom, 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 all the way down. Where their feet were landing, there'll be a hole. We rake that back in, make it nice and solid. We get a rain, the water washes right off, and we can play ball.